The key things for design and as-built are its flexibility for building type. So there is a whole suite of projects that are now certifiable that weren't previously. The process is a lot more streamlined, so the design review as opposed to an official design rating makes a substantial difference to the process. And I think those two things between them will make a big difference to the penetration of Green Star broadly across the market. The costs for design and as-built, I think at a broad level across a project, it might be a little bit too early to make a hard and fast claim on costs and whether or not there will be a cost premium for the design and as-built tool as opposed to legacy tools. At a consultant cost level, certainly the new process is a lot more refined. In short, our fees would be lower for a design and as-built process than they would be for a legacy tool process. There are a few areas where there may be some level of cost uplift. So in areas where performance pathways have become available, there may be some additional consulting costs to inform those, but that should be matched with a benefit from a rating perspective, because you'd be going down that path if you needed to or had a design that achieved better than a deemed to satisfy approach would allow. But broadly, the overall certification costs would certainly, or should certainly, come down. I think it will be as easy or as difficult as you choose to make it. I think there's no objective external reason as to why it should be difficult at all. We've been used to stepping between legacy tools, which are relatively different. Design and as-built is no more different than each of the legacy tools are to each other. So there's no kind of objective reason to make it difficult. I think if people overplay the challenges, and it won't be without challenges, but if people choose to overplay the challenges to make a point, they could make their lives very difficult indeed. But I don't think there is necessarily any additional difficulty. Mostly it's just a case of getting to grips with the manual, getting to grips with the tool, understanding the performance pathways, doing your due diligence in terms of performance and cost and time and effort, and getting on with it. The biggest risk at the moment with design and as-built is that it's a major overhaul of Green Star. So there are aspects to it which still need to have the tires kicked. It needs projects to register, it needs projects to engage and work through the credits in terms of how they actually touch the ground in implementation. And the Green Building Council have been great with us in engaging on those credits and coming up with practical solutions to them that are both reflective of the design but also maintain the integrity of the tool. And so I think the biggest risk is really that. It's just a risk of a level of unknown, but I think with good faith from the Green Building Council and with proactive teams looking to find pragmatic solutions to those issues, that's really the best way to mitigate it, and that's how we've been going about it. The biggest thing really is just to get out and embrace the tool and start using it. The biggest challenges are going to be challenges of lack of familiarity. So clients register with it, consultants advise your clients to register with it, engage proactively with the Green Building Council, because the quicker we kick the tires and the quicker we get and iron out any of the difficulties, the quicker we'll have a world-leading tool that is low risk and high value.